Yo, what is up guys, my name is Patrick, host of EDH Brutality, and this is episode 6 of Winning JANK. Let's get into it. Welcome back folks, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for dropping by as always. And if you're new here, my name is Patrick, host of all things metal and magic on the EDH Brutality channel. And this is Winning JANK, a monthly series we premiere here on EDH Brutality, in which we showcase jank combos to catapult your lead in your next EDH match. And as always, timestamps will be provided down in the description below. And for a quick heads up, all combos displayed in Winning JANK have no particular order, as one is not necessarily better than the next. So without further ado, let's dive right into today's combos. To kick things off today, our first combo is a 2-card synergy that can eliminate a single target opponent from the game, as long as they have a lot of creatures on board. So to start things off, we have Heaven's Gate. For 1 white mana, this instant speed spell reads: changes the color of 1 or more target creatures to white until end of turn. You choose which and how many creatures are affected. Cost to tap, maintain, or use special ability of target creatures remain entirely unchanged. So the goal here is our opponent has a lot of creatures on board. We want to turn all of them to white if possible. And then our follow-up is going to be a Jovial Evil. Now, Jovial Evil is one of those old cards that has been completely eroded, so I will be e-reading the updated text for it, but it is a 2 colorless and 1 black sorcery seed spell that reads: Jovial Evil deals X damage to target opponent, where X is twice the number of white creatures that player controls. So we no longer have to worry about those damage reduction enchantments or permanents on board that the previous version of Jovial Evil would have a tough time dealing with. Of course, you have to be very careful with this combo if you're not able to kill a target opponent, but in the event that someone has a lot of creatures, once again, it's almost a shoo-in, thus warranting its spot on Winning JANK. Coming in at the number 2 spot, we actually have a combo submitted by a subscriber, so shout out to King Spade for providing this saucy synergy displayed next. As you may know, EDH Brutality pulls no punches, especially when it comes to the land department, and this is no different. So for the setup, we have Animate Land for 1 green mana. This instant speed spell reads: until end of turn, target land is a 3/3 creature that's still a land. Well, if this is paired with the Eradicate for 2 colorless and 2 black mana, this sorcery speed spell reads: remove target non-black creature from the game. Searches controls graveyard, hand, and library for all copies of that card and remove them from the game. That player then shuffles his or her library. So the goal here is we want to target a mono color deck and completely hose their mana base, as if this triggers, we will exile all lands in their hand, their graveyard, and their library, and they'll be left with something more ruined than my love. Oh, gosh damn.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
In all seriousness, this is a great combo to pull off for some good laughs, but if you do it more than once, well, you gotta be careful, as your friends may no longer want to play with you. Thank you once again to King Spade for shouting out this great combo to showcase in today's video. And last but not least, the moment you've all been waiting for. At the number 1 spot for our final combo of the day, we have a 3-card synergy involving a fucking dragon. That's right, you heard me correctly, folks. A dragon, and not just any dragon. We're talking about Tika's dragon. For 9 colorless mana, this 5/5 flying, trampling, and rampaging 4 dragon will catapult yourself to your next victory at Friday Night Magic if we pair it with just a few cards. And before we jump right into those equips, we must talk about Rampage. For anyone that doesn't know what Rampage is in the game of Magic the Gathering, Rampage is a keyword ability that gives an attacking creature a bonus to its power and toughness when it's blocked by more than 1 creature. So for example, we see Tika's Dragon says Rampage 4. Well, if we read Tika's Dragon, it further explains this. For each creature assigned to block it beyond the first, this creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. And since it has trample, let's abuse this. And you're probably wondering about the flying keyword ability, because unless we're up against an army of flyers, we really aren't going to have a lot of people to be able to block this thing. So our first solution is Gravity Sphere. For 2 colors and 1 red, this world enchantment reads, all creatures lose flying. That's amazing because it will affect not only our opponent's creatures, but our own Tika's Dragon, so it can be blocked by permanents on the ground. And how else do we get those permanents to block other than Lure? For 1 colorless and 2 green, this enchantment aura reads, all creatures able to block enchanted creature do so. And this will result in an on-the-ground Tika with not only rampaging 4, but trample. So whatever creatures are on the ground, they're gonna die, our Tika's gonna get huge, and then whatever splashes over may be just enough to kill our opponents, especially if we're up against a token army. And showcasing that, I would have to say this is probably one of my favorite combos on the list, as it's quite flavorful, it's an interesting win, and Tika just looks downright dangerous. And with that, we'll conclude today's episode of Game-Winning Jank. If you'd like to see your own wacky combo or synergy featured here on the channel, make sure you leave a comment down in the comment section below. And as always, if you'd like to stay tuned for more future videos here on the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell down in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. So like I said, my name is Patrick, host of EDH Brutality. I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.